Good morning children, welcome to online physical science class. So this is 8th standard physical science class. Today we will be starting the new unit in chemistry, unit 5, the language of chemistry. We are just going to refresh our memories. We know about the symbols, formulas and equations in chemistry, right? So what is a symbol? A symbol is an abbreviation for the name of an element, right? And we know that the first letter, so we can write the symbols in many ways. The English name, the first letter of the English name of an element, for example, hydrogen, H, boron B, carbon C, nitrogen N, oxygen O, fluorine F, phosphorus P, sulfur S. And the first two letters, first letter should be the capital letter and the next letter should be the uh, small letter, and the English name of the first two letters. Helium, He, neon, Ne, nickel, Ni, magnesium, Mg, manganese, Mn, aluminium, Al, argon, Ar, calcium, Ca, chromium, Cr, cobalt, Co, chlorine, Cl, zinc, Zn, platinum, Pt, radium, Ra. And here one or two letters of the Latin name of an element. Okay, for example, sodium, the Latin name is natrium and the symbol is Na. Potassium, kalium, uh, K. Iron, ferrum, Fe. Copper, cuprum, Cu. Silver, argentum, Ag. Tin, satinum, Sn. Gold, Rm, Au. Lead, plumbum, Pb. Mercury, hydrargyrum, Hg. So the symbol of an element represents the element and one atom of it. For example, they are called monoatomic. Example, He, Ar. All these are they represent one atom. Okay. So it give, if more than one atom of an element is indicated by numerical subscript. Okay, if more than one atom is present, then we can represent it by numerical script like diatomic for H2N2, O2, F2, Cl2. They contain two atoms, so they are called as diatomic molecules. And triatomic O3, tetraatomic P4, octatomic SH. Okay, these are the various symbolic representation of chemical elements. Now the formula. What's a formula? A formula represents a molecule of an element or a compound. Okay, it represents the molecule of an element or a compound. It gives the number of atoms of the same or different elements present in a molecule. See, for example, Na2O. So what that is two molecules of nitrogen and one molecule of oxygen is present in that compound. Okay, so it represents the element or represents the molecule of an element or compound. So if it gives the number, how many atoms also present, two atoms of nitrogen are present, sodium are present, and one atom of oxygen is present, so that is why represented there. Similarly, CaCl2 and Al2O3, all these are what they gives the number of atoms of the elements present in a molecule. Okay children, yes. The combining capacity of an element with other elements is called its valency. It is given by the number of hydrogen atom that an atom of an element combines with or displaces from a compound. So valency is the combining capacity of an element. The formula of a binary compound can be obtained by transposing the valency of the elements. See, here we have 4. The valency of carbon is 4 and the valency of oxygen is 2. So we can interchange this. We can interchange these values. That is transposing. Okay, interchange the values and we can write C2O4. C2O4. It can be written as C2O4 since 2 and 4 are divisible by the common number, which is the common number. It is divisible by 2. So when you divide by 2, it will become CO2. Similarly, calcium oxide Ca2O2. The valencies of calcium is 2 and oxygen is also 2. So Ca2O2. And when you interchange also, they would divide by common factor 2. it will become CaO. Similarly, aluminum nitrate, Al3N3. So it is divided by 3. So the final formula is AlN3. Okay. So like this, we can obtain the formulas of the compounds. Okay, many compounds. These are all we have learned in our 7th standard itself. The valency of a radical is the same as the charge on it without sign. Okay, what is the valency? Valency is the valency of a radical. For the case of radical, the valency is nothing but the same value, but there should be no charges, plus or minus charges should not be present. The number alone should be taken into account. So the formula of a compound containing radical is obtained by transposing their valency. So the see, look at here, some examples are given. Here the valence is for sodium. Look at the first one, sodium. It is Na plus and OH minus. The radicals, the positive radical is Na plus and the negative radical is OH minus. So when you transpose the values, you should not take in account of the charges. So it will be Na1 OH1, isn't it? So the formula is NaOH. And the next one, K plus NO3 minus. So KNO3 is the compound, potassium nitrate. The next compound is Na plus HCO3. So the compound name will be NaHCO3 and the name is sodium hydrogen carbonate. And NH4NO3. So here also the plus sign and minus sign, neglecting the signs, you will get NH4NO3 is the formula of the compound. So the compound name is ammonium nitrate. The next one is Na plus CO3 2 minus. So interchange the values. By interchanging the values, what will come? Na2CO3, isn't it? This 2 should go to this one and this one should come to here. So Na2CO3, sodium carbonate is the compound name. NH4 plus SO4 2 minus. So NH4, since it is a radical, so you for this number is valid for both the elements. So you have to put a bracket here. Okay, this bracket indicates that NH4 twice SO4. So you must represent like this only. The next one is Ca2 plus SO4 2 plus. So you can divide it by common factor and it will become CaSO4. Next one also the same thing, Fe2 plus SO4 2 minus, so FeSO4. The next one comes iron 3 sulfate, that is Fe3 plus SO4 2 minus. So when you interchange the values, it will become what? Fe2 SO4 thrice. And similarly Al3 plus SO4 2 minus, it will be Al2 SO4 thrice. That is aluminum sulfate. We understood this, children? Hope you so. So in a compound containing radicals, the positive and negative radicals must be present in such numbers as to cancel the opposite charges. So the charges should cancel each other. Okay, children? So that is how we have derived the compounds so far. Let us learn more about the chemical equation, how to balance the chemical equation in our next class. Do your assignment, children. Report in the group without fail. Thank you. Meet you again.